Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle, Knight of the Readings.
Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
What is going on, Cosmic Kitty? Good to see you. Been a minute. How you doing? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. We got Effie. How is it going? Hershey. Thank you for being a member for 4 months. What is going on? We got Bartman coming in as well. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what's going on. First question up is going to be Cosmic Kitty. There we go. Is art from work infatuated with me? I assume that's a person rather than a piece of artwork. I guess. I don't know. Karima, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see if art is fascinated with you. Are you fascinated with art's art? I don't know. Does art do art? I mean, you got to ask these questions. These are pretty basic questions I got to ask, you know. Got to ask. I got to find out if art does art, if art likes art, if art, I don't know, if art is artistic, you know, one of those things. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Are they fascinated with me? Or is it just my imagination when they stare at me all day? I don't know. I don't know. Be random with me. And Laura, thank you for joining us today. What is going on? We're going to use, oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I think art is indeed looking at your painting, well, that is no good on the focus. There we go. Much better. All right. Yeah, I think art is checking out your frame. Oh, Jesus. Hooray! Art is checking out how you're framed over there. You got a little bit of an 8 of Cups over there. It was reversed. I guess we'll keep it reversed. Like it. You know, reversed. They're not going to give up easily. I think they are indeed looking at your frame. And they like the way that your painting is done, you know. Rosemary, Karima, and Sarah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But yes, I do think that they're a little bit infatuated with you. The Justice card says you may have to get a restraining order out on them. I don't know. But you know, we'll go for the easy win over here with a thumbs up. The 2 thumbs, or the 8 thumbs up for art. Is definitely interested in your frame, likes how you're framed, likes what he sees over there, you know, likes the paint strokes that's going over there, wants to put his brush in your, oh, we've gone down. We've only been streaming 10 minutes and we've already gone straight into the toilet. You know, I don't know. Wants to dip his brush in your cleaner. You know. Laura, thank you for your donation. Sarah, thank you for yours as well. You know, we'll see. We've gone straight into the toilet. We've only been streaming 10 minutes. It didn't take long, but it never does. Bartman is next. Wants to know what's going on. We got SP over on the PayPal side. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. All right, Bartman wants to know, how's my work relationship with the ex-co-worker Michael so far? Heaven and Earth Tarot. Bartman is now infatuated with the Heaven and Earth Tarot. So we'll see how it looks and how it works over here with all of the good things going on there. We need, where's the button at? Right there. There we go. Heaven and Earth Tarot is out. And it is doing. Did my donation go through? Yes, Sarah, you are in the list. Behind the double Karima Rosemary. You got the double Rosemary, in fact. And yeah, we'll see where this is going. We got SP on the PayPal side. We're going to do SP after. Bart, man, see, how is the relationship going with this particular co-worker? Is it good? Is it pretty good? Oh, man, a little bit of worry, a little bit of concern over here. What is to be concerned about? You know, I think the person is doing a little bit, not really like a false presentation of the relationship or a false look at how it goes and what have you. But yeah, Linda, welcome. Been a minute. Good to see you again. Appreciate you hanging out tonight. But yeah, they got a little bit of an Ace of Wands over there, like they're presenting something. They need something. The Chariot, they're moving you in a particular direction almost. So that's kind of interesting. Normally you don't see that, right? I'm sort of have some interest in you as far as we need to move in this direction together. We need to focus and concentrate on certain things in that. But it just feels like that they have a little bit of a focus in there as far as the relationship goes, as far as the connection goes, or something like that, right? You do have kind of that sort of that focus as it goes. You get the sort of this Princess of Swords over here. Again, a little bit of a manipulation, or kind of, they want something. They need something in particular in this instance. I do think that they like you. They do have a good connection and whatnot, but they're guiding you in a particular direction. Now, that could be a good thing. Yeah, you're guiding me in this direction, or it could be a bad thing. You're kind of manipulating me, kind of leaning on a little bit of the mixture, right? They do have a sort of a focus, a direction. They have a directionality to where they kind of want to go with this. But yeah, overall, it just looks like that is good. Overall, it just looks fine. I mean, you don't really see anything bad here. It just feels like, again, there's a directionality to this, and it feels like that Michael is moving you in a particular direction for possible reasons, and you definitely want to find out what that is before you get dragged into that or coerced into something or something like that. Cool, Zaya, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out tonight. How are you doing? All right, we got, and next on the list is SP on the PayPal side. SP, wanna know studio apartment. All right. So the whole question is, will I get, Kozai, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Will I get a studio apartment with a few people I've contacted, specifically the V property owner? All right, can we get in with this? Looking for movement cards, looking for happy home, happy family cards kind of thing as well. We just kind of going to see where that is going to take us, what kind of adventures we got going on with that. Speaking of adventures, Crafty Lady is back. We got a cowgirl, or whatever your name was, country girl, cowgirl. I'm in Texas, so we go straight to the cowgirl theme. Anyway, all right, let's look at this. If you don't know what this is, it's a Cappy Baby Tarot, and this is one of the newer ones that we got over here. Pretty excited about this one in particular because I like how it looks. I like how it just sort of directs in the reading and whatnot. So yeah, we'll see where this is going. Will I get a studio apartment? Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, double movement says yes. It says that the V company does have a lot of good potential here, and we could get a good success as far as getting in there, making it happen, and moving in that particular direction. I like it. You got the double knight, double movement, right? Looking at each other. This is sort of, I'm expecting something, and this is sort of getting the results and getting where I want it to be, right? Tarot Magician, welcome. How did the move go? Are you all moved in, or are you still unpacking? Priya, thank you for your donation as well. But yeah, you sort of have that match between this is what I want and this is what I got, right? And then we're got the happy home, happy family, 5 of Wands. We got a little bit of movement. We get a little bit of motion to do as far as it goes, but that is it. That is it indeed. It looks like a yes. I like that one. That looks very nice. All right, we got Country Girl and Kozaya in the mix right now. Let's do Karima part 1 with the Karima reads. What are we going to do? A little bit of a Mons Tarot tonight for the Karima read. We can get it done. Everybody loves the Mons Tarot, right? What are the current feelings? Must be hot and cold sometimes. Let's find out what the secret behind the hot and cold is going with this particular relationship with that, right? Jesse, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out. Still unpacking too much stuff. That's the way it goes. That is the way it goes indeed. Lonnie, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out tonight. How are you doing? It is a fine Monday night. Tomorrow we got July 4th. I will be going watching some fireworks on July 4th. So we'll not be streaming tomorrow, but we will be back Wednesday. All right. Let's see. What are the current feelings? 9 of Cups with a 5 of Swords. You definitely see the hot and cold mixture here. You definitely see the hot and cold mixture here going directly into that sort of that feeling, right? We got a 9 of Cups. We have we have this happy home. We have this happy feeling. We have this joyous occasion here. And then we have a 5 of Swords, like we're feeling unsatisfied by. It's like basically what we have is not good enough. What we have is not satiating enough in here. The Hermit, just feel alone. feel like we're not on the same page. We're not having the same sort of feeling, the same passion, the same sort of pursuits that we ultimately would like to have with that. The world just says we have too many things to do, too many places to go in here. So that's kind of the current feelings, right? It's like I'm not happy with what we have. I need to peruse. I need to pursue more, or I need more from the current situation. And that's kind of an interesting place to be, right? Because you need more. You're not content with where you're at. Now, what is the thing here? Why are we hot and cold? The Magician and the Two of Cups, it feels like they're not trying hard enough and they have some sort of regret behind that, right? I'm not trying hard enough. I'm not doing what I need to do here. I don't have the kind of things that moving in that I need to have happen. So we have a Page of Pentacles with a Two of Cups. I like this connection. I like where it is. I like how it goes, but the Page of Pentacles, I'm not doing what I need to keep this surviving, to keep this alive, and I'm not doing some of this. So there's a little bit of a regret with that. The Magician says they know they have the ability to do everything to make this successful, to make this happy, but they just haven't done it. The Page of Pentacles just haven't stepped forward and make this sort of the way that it needs to be. Ultimately, I think that their innards, their insides, their feelings, their emotions, their ambitions are a little bit hot and cold as well. We just kind of have that, right? Just kind of have pieces of that in there. And that's kind of why they're sort of outwardly hot and cold as it goes, right? Do we have any thoughts and feelings from our crush? Oh, let's see if the crush is crushing back. It's always a good thing when the crush is crushing back, especially when they're using the Wonder World Tarot. Aries Dawn, what is going on? Appreciate hanging out. How are you doing tonight? We got Priya with a second donation. Thank you very much. All right, my crush's feelings and thoughts. Is they crushing back? Do they have the same kind of feels and emotions and excitement that I have? Three of Wands, Five, and the Queen. There is not a lot of the crush that is happening in return. We do have some good feelings, like I sort of like you, I like where you're at, I appreciate you, you're nice, you're kind of that person that I really enjoy, but I just don't have the same level of crush. I just don't have that same level of excitement that we have there, right? Queen of Coins, you have everything that you need. You're pretty content with how this goes. However, you have the Five of Coins. You're just not in that same level. When they look at this, they kind of see that Five of Coins. They don't see the same perspective. They don't see the same relationship as you do. So I'm going to say the crush doesn't have the same level of feelings, but they do like you. You know what I mean? They do like you. I think that's something that is sort of out there, but they don't have that same level of excitement as far as it goes. Karima, thank you for your other donation. We got Priya as well. All right, what is going to happen between him and me? Let's see how this is going to go indeed. All right, what's going to happen between him and I after our chat yesterday? Can we get some Druid Craft Tarot? We can do that indeed. That's going to be one of the mainstays on here. We do love us some Druidcraft Tarot, right? This is very much a trimmed deck though, so if you get it, you definitely need to trim it. Now everybody asks me, how do you trim? What do you use? I use a pair of scissors, and I'm just really careful because I'm OCD, you know? A little bit of that. What's gonna happen between him and I? We had a good chat. We want to see where this is gonna take us at the end of the day, because there's a level of uncertainty here for sure. Oh Jesus, right? All right, they're really rethinking this relationship. They're reevaluating a lot of things in this relationship. They're not as committed as they really need to be here. They're not as sort of focused as they really kind of need to be as well. You just don't have that same level of anticipation, the same level of excitement right here. We just have this complete termination of what I thought was happening and a rejuvenation of something a little bit different. Now, that is something that is going to be okay at the end of the day, because you don't have, in other words, a sort of level of disruption perception of what they thought was happening, right? That's gonna be there. So yeah, a level of uncertainty has been cleared up, and I think it was for the best. Basically, that's what you got in the first two cards. A level of uncertainty here, and much of it has been cleared up through this talk. Now, you definitely have a power struggle here, and you're currently winning, right? You're currently in that mode of this is what I want. This is kind of where we're at with this particular talk. But you definitely have sort of that walk, that march of this is, what I am. This is who I am. And I definitely kind of cleared that up, and you definitely kind of have some good things. You definitely have some good things happening as far as sort of your power level as far as this goes. Now, this future is very uncertain as far as this goes here. I wouldn't mind another card for the future. Basically, we need more talk. We need more communication. You have a level of disconnect from this caused maybe by this reevaluation of where we are, what we're doing, but you definitely need some more communication before we can kind of get this cleared up or get this in the level that we kind of need it to be. So that's going to be something that you definitely want to follow up. But most talks need more talks. That's the way it goes. Laura, thank you for your talk. I appreciate you. How you doing tonight? Thank you for your other donation with that. We got the Laura double shot in the queue. Right now, let's hop over to PayPal. We got Kolziah is waiting in the mist over there. Current feelings of B towards me. Do they like me? Do they not like me? How are they feeling? What are they feeling? Let's take a look. Let's take a peek and see where that is going with all of that. We got a new donation over here we got FB on the donation side. FB, speak to me. FB, let me know what your question is. I appreciate you. All right. Let's see where that is going to take me. Sarah, thank you for your other donation. I greatly appreciate that. Sarah with a double shot. We got FB waiting for their question. FB, you're in the queue. You're probably going to be after Priya. So FB, look for your reading after Priya, and we'll put you in the list there. Just let me know, speak to me what your question is. All right. High Priestess is interesting. With Ace of Pentacles, with that, you got a lot of these actions, over here with this Ten of Swords. Seems to be in every reading. It's like there's a lot of ending, a lot of new beginnings. It definitely something where we can't hold on to things that aren't functioning, that aren't working. We definitely need to let go of some stuff, right? And a lot of times if we don't let go, we do have a level of we have to have a level of sort of falling down, a level of collapse that is to be expected here. Because a lot of times we're holding on to things that ain't working, or things that aren't functioning, things that don't need to be there, but we're holding on because we have a need, or we have a dependency, or something like that. You definitely don't want to have that with B. We don't have a codependency. You want to be completely independent, completely on our own, but we're inviting B into our life, and we're excited about having them around, but we don't need anything. That's definitely kind of a clearing up that we have there, because they do have some feelings for you, but again, we definitely will have an Ace of Pentacles. Like, this is just beginning. This is just warming up. High Priestess says there's a lot of knowledge, a lot of learning, a lot of expansion that's going to happen within the context of this connection, but the feeling is definitely there. It's just not as sort of intense as we have. And if we don't want to hang on to any need or any dependency that we have with B as far as we have going on, right? A little bit of that mixture as far as it goes. We got Country Girl is next. Country Girl, not Cowgirl. I'm in Texas, so you got to forgive me. I'm sorry. All right, Taurus. Taurus, worried or no worried? Let's see. Are they worried that we're going to dump them, basically, right? Is a Taurus worried we're going to just do the old dump city? We're going to do the text, the dump over the text, That's the best dump. The best dump is when you dump them over the text. Cinderella, thank you for your donation. Cinderella, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. All right. Two of Wands. Are we worried we're going to get dumped? Three of Wands, Seven of Cups, and the Chariot. I think they know that you're mobile, that you're not like really linked hard with this connection. You're a little bit more mobile than they originally thought that you were. You got the Chariot with that Seven of Cups, right? You got options. You got other things. You got other places to be. You got other opportunities. Seven of Cups, a lot of different opportunities. And the Chariot says you could move on those. So they kind of realize that. And, this is somebody who has gotten that aspect or gotten that fact and pushed it aside. They don't want to see that. They don't want that to be around, right? The Three of Wands. I'm just sort of looking the other direction. I'm not making that part of my reality because the Two and the Three of Wands, I'm distant. I'm sort of looking at the distance. I'm not looking at reality. And that's kind of one of those things that's out there. So they're not in tune to reality, but they do realize you have other options and you may be pursuing those options as well. So are they worried? No, they're completely disconnected from reality. In reality, do they know that this is a possibility? Yes. But again, they're not looking at it face to face. They're definitely trying to ignore it. And I think this person lives in a little bit of a fantasy land in the first place. So it's just my opinion, you know, based upon nothing. Based upon nothing. We got Karima phase 2. Let's see where this is going to take us tonight. A little bit. One of the best decks that I do have. It's called the Modern Love Tarot. If you don't have it, you need it. Becca Boo, welcome back. Appreciate you. How are you doing, Becca Boo? What is going on? All right, but has they been thinking about me often these days? And what are the latest thoughts consist of? All right, let's look at if we have been thinking, focusing, looking in this particular direction. We want to see if that's going to be something that's all right, right? If that's going to be something that's all right over here. Page of Swords. Yeah, kind of that we're looking, we're thinking kind of thing. Definitely some temporary thoughts, not something where they're just mulling over you or spending half the day. Or, you know, this is just somebody who occasionally has some random thoughts about you. Page of Swords, a little bit of a connection, a little bit of a thought, kind of pointed in that general direction. But the devil just says, hey, this is something I'm not really super focused on, something I'm not too dedicated to as it goes. Three of Cups, this is something that I just enjoy thinking about. Definitely brightens my day, right? That Ten of Pentacles, I already kind of know that this is something that I can rely on. This is something that I enjoy, and I think that's going to be a good aspect as it goes from here, right? Let's also see what are the latest thoughts that we do have as far as this connection, as far as this thing goes. We have one that's trying to get away. We have one that's trying to escape, and we captured it. We have a runner at the very end over here. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, got a Page of Pentacles, and the Fool. One of the thoughts that they see is there's just a declination of this entire connection. There seems to be a declination of this connection, like it's not at the level that it once was. We had a Ten of Pentacles. We're reducing it into a Nine of Pentacles, reducing it again into a Three of Pentacles. It just feels like the level of connection is sort of looser and looser. It's just not as permanent as it feels that it was indeed before. The Fool says there's a level of adventure though that has sort of crept in here, and they are sort of looking at this as kind of a nice break from that. A level of adventure, not as serious, right? Page of Pentacles, we're reducing. We had the Ten of Pentacles before, now we're going to 9, 3 down to a page. Again, the level of seriousness of this is not as focused as it was before. This is just their interpretation. And the Fool, right? This is more of an adventurous type of thing lately than it has been before. So there we go. There we go. All right. Entertainment purposes only. All right. So we got the Karima phase 2 right there. All right. What's going to happen? We already did that with a Druidcraft Tarot. We got a double Laura reading with an animal deck. We can do that. We can do that. Let's do this indeed. All right. Roddy just died. Oh, man. That is not good at all. I'm sorry to hear that. Very sorry to hear that indeed. That's not good. Let's use a doggy deck with this. All right. Did he make it safely over the rainbow bridge to the other side? Let's see. Hopefully they're partying and having a good time on the other side indeed. All right. Let's see. All right. We got Roddy 1. And let's see. We'll see what's going on with the perusal with that. 3 of Cups, the celebration, that King of Cups, that level of emotional satiation, emotional satisfaction on the other side. The 3 of Cups, meeting some old friends, meeting some family that they haven't seen before, they haven't done before with all of that. So yeah, Mina and Samantha, thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. But the Magician, right? Sort of that time. It's that time to move. It's that time to go into the next thing and defend the family reunion, find all the reunions that are out there and having a good time on the other side. So we're going to go with a thumbs up there. It looks good for a good, safe over the rainbow perusal with that. Cinderella, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, that King of Cups, just sort of alone over there sometimes, reuniting and all the other good stuff. So yeah, looking pretty good. All right. So Laura had another question. Let's see. I'll take an animal deck if you have it. Did have it indeed. Laura, did you have another question or no? I got 199 over here. Mark that as complete. And I got another 199. Laura, did you have a second question? I don't see it. I do not see it. So let me know. I appreciate you. All right. Rosemary, what's the outcome of this situation? Is that going to be in my favor? All right, so we have some unknown situation and we have an outcome for it. Is the outcome going to be in our favor? Let's find out what is happening with that. All right, I don't know why Rosemary's question is not appearing. I pressed the button. Okay. Now we go. What is the outcome of the situation? Will it be in my favor? Will it not be in my favor? Let's figure out where it is. All right, maybe it'll be in the middle as far as this goes. We got a 4 of Cups over here, 6 of Pentacles, and a Knight of Wands. I'm going to say yes. Now, what are the nuances, right? Now, what are the nuances through that? The Knight of Wands. This takes more work, more of a fiery aspect, more work as far as this goes in order to make this happen. So it could be in your favor, but it takes more effort and more work. And I think that's going to be something that's very active and very poignant with that. 4 of Cups. You feel like you're alone in this situation. So it does go in your favor. Let's go ahead and put that on the list, right? 6 of Pentacles, handing out, getting the gift, getting the things out there. So yeah, it goes in your favor, but it takes more effort, more of that fiery action, as well as it feels like you're emotionally alone or there's some people that are not on your side. So that's what I think. That's what I think. But overall, it does go in your favor. All right, that does it for the Rosemary's. We do have one more for Laura wants to know, how can I make it through? Let's get us to the other side as well and survive the that. Where'd my deck go? Here it is. All right, I got this table is full of tarots. I got a tarot tower. It's overflowing. I don't have room for another tarot tower. So I basically just put all the tarots everywhere. So yeah, there's a bunch of tarots everywhere. Lovers, 7 of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. The biggest thing we can do is remember the good times, right? Remember the good times. Get the lovers out there. This was my soulmate. This was my partner. This was my best friend in the world. And the lovers just says, you know, this is somebody that really made an impact on my life. So remembering the good times, remembering all of the great things is definitely going to do you good here. That's one way to sort of make it through. So you have this wonderful memory and all that other stuff. The 7 of Swords just says you definitely want to, you know, if you're interested in getting another pet, that would be something as well that would definitely make that happen. The Queen of Wands, right? We have another pet. We have somebody else. We have a new relationship, a new connection that's definitely going to be there, and it's going to assist us as it goes, right? But that Seven of Swords, sort of leaving, getting another pet, getting another potential best friend, and sort of doing that really sort of helps as well. So there we go. All right. We made it through that. Let's go to the next reading, which is going to be, let's see, we got Becca Boo. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Let's skip ahead to speak to me, right? Let's skip ahead to speak to me. They seem to be on a pretty substantial delay. Let's go ahead and read them now with this beautiful trim deck. Speak to me wants to know Omar's current feelings and intentions towards me and the next actions. Let's see where this is going to take us. Hopefully Omar has some good actions, some good things as well. So looking pretty good. Jesse, yeah, I do see you, Jesse. You are on the list. I appreciate your donation. We got you mixed in the Priya section over here. All right, let's see. All right, Omar's next feelings and intentions towards me. The feeling is a Seven of Coins. That's really sort of a good card because you have that level of, I really like what this relationship entails. I really like some good memories of this. The Seven of Coins. We have a lot of potential. We have a lot of good feels here. And it feels like that maybe we've done some interactions before. We've had some good things happening in our things before, right? Seven of Coins. What we've done is worthwhile and what we've done is beneficial. But the Sun as well feels like that they have an open kind of look, a warm acceptance, a warm, good feeling within the context of this relationship. And I think that's something that they really enjoy as well. So very good is here. But you have that Eight of Cups is sort of coming through as well. It's like we can't keep doing this. We have to change something. What we have is not in the sort of the same vein as we would like it to be. And yeah, it's just kind of like we can't keep doing what we're doing. You definitely have a little bit of that. So there we go. All right, Crafty Lady, we got a Becca Boo sponsorship. Thank you, Becca Boo. I appreciate you. All right, I have not looked at the context of your donation, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, the King of Wands over here is interesting as well. Just says that this is somebody who is going to put more effort, more force into this connection later, but right now they have a little bit of giving up or a little bit of not accepting a lot of parts or pieces to this connection. So there we go. There we go. All right. And that is it for that one. Let's look at Priya. We got the double Priya, and then we're going to hop over to PayPal and do Jesse is going to be after that. What does S think about me, and what are the next actions coming through with that? So since we got Crafty Lady, we might as well use this thick-ass deck over here that you can't shuffle. It's like literally impossible to shuffle this deck. It's legitimately impossible to shuffle this deck. I'm just saying. All right. And thank you for your ton of donations. I greatly appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Literary tarot. It's literally difficult and impossible to shuffle. But, you know, we're going to try using it. We may be putting this one on Etsy. we may be ditching this one. We may be putting this deck on Etsy. Yeah, this is not the fave. Not the fave. All right, what does S think about me, and what are the next actions? The Six of Quills over here. It feels like that they have this level of looking through the relationship and seeing something that you don't see. They definitely have this connection that is not the same as yours. This perspective that is not the same as yours. This is definitely not something where we're on the same page about this connection or this kind of thing going on, right? The Four of Quills as well just sort of talks about this isolation that's within the context of this relationship. They don't feel like that we're on the same page. I also don't feel like this is something that they're super excited about at the moment. You have the Six of Parchment over here again, a level of kind of hiddenness, a level of isolation isolation, a level of hiding some things from you with that. The next action is basically hiding things from you. They don't want you to see everything. They don't want you to see all the pieces of this. And yeah, they're not on the same page. Definitely not on the same page as you. Yeah, this is not my fave deck. Like getting a card out, like look how this sticks. Like getting a card out of it is next to impossible. Next to impossible. So it's impossible to shuffle. Getting a card from it is almost impossible because it clumps up like that. It is, this is, and it sticks together too. It sticks together too. Just to kick you in the butt. So yeah, this is going on Etsy. I'm going to get rid of this deck. I'm sorry. I would give it away for free, but it cost me a lot of money. So we're not giving it away for free when it costs me a lot of money. You know, we're gonna be charged whatever I paid for it, and we're getting rid of this on Etsy. So that's gonna be one of those things. Anyway, all right, Crafty Lady, message me. Whatever I paid for it, I will sell it to you at the exact price. All right. Anyway, in the near future, will I be at a better place in terms of position and power? Right now, I'm dealing with a toxic boss. I think the boss ends up leaving. I think the boss ends up leaving, getting promoted, getting moved. I don't think the boss is around for a long period of time. That Knight of Ink, right? We just have that defensiveness, that look, and it's just like, nah, they're not really it. They're not really on the same. Excitement level of the job that they used to be. They're definitely going to be abandoning and moving and doing something else. You got that Queen of Quills. This is the Queen of Swords. This is somebody who's a little bit too direct. There's somebody who's a pain in the butt, and overall, no, they're going to be moving anyway. Just put up with them until they move. Entertainment purposes only. But yeah, Crafty Lady, message me and you can have this. So yes. Anyway, but yeah, I've only read with it twice. So yes, that's not a deck. I mean, it looks nice, but and it reads good, but that's not a deck. There's too many other decks. There's too many other decks. All right. Jesse wants to know current energies, T and visual art director. All right. Visual art director D towards me. All right. Let's see what we got. Speaking of art, we got visual art. Let's use an art deck, make a party up in here we got a little bit of revival art tower. Now look, this is a thick deck too. It's about the same thickness, but you look at spreads. Look at that. So I can get cards out of there. The cards don't stick. And this is how you do it. And so because the cards are not as like that, we can do that, and we can get a good shuffle out of these cards, which we could not do with the other deck. So I'm sure there's a way to shuffle it. I'm sure we can put fanning powder on it, make it not stick, blah, 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 blah. F all that. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to do this. All right, Jesse wants to know, what the current energies of the principal Tina, the visual art director Donna towards me, and hopefully those are going to be good, right? Hopefully this is going to be nice. Let's see. Hopefully they like us, and we'll see where this goes. Visual art director, 9 of Cups, and the 10 of Coins with that one. We got the Moon and the Magician. We have one person that appreciates your level of passion, that appreciates your attitude, and that appreciates just kind of how you're approaching things, right? They have this level of emotional appreciation, this emotional thing, and I think that's looking really good here for Tina as far as Tina the principal. They appreciate you. 10 of Coins, you're part of the family. I like you being here. A lot of beautiful things with this connection. They really kind of have a level of excitement when you're there. That 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, they have a big appreciation. So Tina's right on board with you and very sort of emotional, right? You got that 9 of Cups. I'm emotional about you being here. I really like you being here. So there's a lot of like, there's a lot of appreciation, and there's a lot of like just straight to the point with this particular person. So this person looks like sort of an emotional type of instance. Anyway, let's look at the visual art director, Donna. The Moon and the Magician. They like your approach to things. They like your approach to things. Now, I think that Donna has some interesting news or has a different way of looking or different perspective for you that is sort of coming up. So be aware of that. It's almost like your relationship changes a little bit soon. But other than that, they like you too, right? The Magician. I appreciate what you do. So Donna is more of an action oriented. They like the actions that you're doing, and they're not as emotional. They're very sort of procedural towards you. But overall, they like you as well, right? They like you as well. So looking pretty good. Looking pretty good with that. That is the Revival Art Tarot. If you don't have that one, that is the best $60 I've spent in a long time. I've spent $60 for some really crappy cards, man, on Kickstarter. Really crappy cards on Kickstarter. Becca Boo, I thank you for your donation over PayPal. I greatly appreciate you. All right, let's go ahead and put the ending soon up. We do have the max donation. We're currently at 34 donations. So we're going to go ahead and cut it off at 34. Just be aware, by the way, that we will not be streaming tomorrow. We're going to go out and stare at some fireworks and, try not to maybe pop some fireworks off illegally or, entertainment purposes, only with that. Cinderella, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. All right, let's go with Kareem. I'll say we did the... all right, we got the Karima. One more Karima in the mix. We got a bunch of ands that we need to get done too. All right, let's look at the Karima. Right now, we're using all sorts of interesting and fun decks tonight. I'm going to try to sort of make a little bit more variety in the decks instead of using the same decks over and over and over. Samantha, thank you for your other donation. I greatly appreciate you. So Samantha will be the last reading of tonight. All right, let's see where this is going to go. Where is this going to go? How's he viewing me at the moment? The Justice card. Ten of Swords. Man, they feel like that you're not appreciating things the way you need to appreciate them. You're just not appreciating things then in their situation, right? It feels like that you're not really open to understanding the situation, understanding where they're coming from, and you're kind of bringing your own agenda. That's how they're viewing you at the moment. That Justice card with the Ten of Swords, you need to look at it from my perspective, walk in my shoes, and sort of understand where I'm going through, what I'm going through with this as well. That's kind of where they're at, right? Page of Swords, the communication's not on the same level that they would like to be. So that's going to be it. That's going to be it. But overall, they still love you there. They got that Two of Cups, that beautiful thing, right? But you're not appreciating them. They're doing this and they're doing that, and they don't get any thank yous. They don't get any kind of that, that level of happiness that you would they'd like to see from that. All right, does he want to drop his guard completely and get closer to me? This doesn't seem like somebody who drops their guard a lot. I mean, from all the previous readings, it doesn't seem like that. The World, the King of Swords, Ace of Wands, the Lovers. Okay, well, maybe they do. I mean, we're actually going to go with a thumbs up on this. We got a definite thumbs up on this. So, hey. The King of Swords, that's kind of where they're not dropping their guard. They're on that level of, I have control and I need this and I need that kind of thing. And the World, they've been there and back. They're definitely on a pretty distinct journey across there as well. Now, will they drop their guard? I think yes. I think if an Ace of Wands into the Lovers, I'm willing to take that risk. I'm willing to do a little bit of the fiery aspect into the Lovers to see if that's going to get me where I want to go. So I said they not often that they do that. Will they do that? Are they willing to do that with you? I think so. I think so. That's looking right on point, and I really like that. Looking pretty good. All right, we got Sarah is next. Let's do a little bit more druid craft. I guess that's Sarah's new fave. Sarah's new fave, maybe. Is it going to initiate any talk? What should I expect? I don't know. I don't think they're going to initiate squat. Intuitively, I don't think they're going to initiate squat. I think no, intuitively, but we'll see if the cards disagree with me. We just got a big disagreement on the Karima reads. We could have a disagreement here. Is it going to initiate a talk? What should I expect? Initiate a talk? No. Here's the thing. They're afraid that they're going to screw something up. They're afraid that they're going to open a door that they can't close. They have this worry, this concern kind of thing with that. So just be aware, right? Just be aware. They have this concern about this whole thing, and they don't really want to screw anything up. So they're going to let you take the lead here on this, right? You have that fight, take the lead. If they instigate anything, it's going to tower. It's going to be dramatic. It's going to be quite dramatic indeed. So no, that's going to be a no. I don't think they're going to initiate squad because they're afraid. They're afraid they're going to mess something up and completely screw it up. So we're going to go with a little bit of a thumbs down on that. Now, what should I expect? You kind of expect them to get some distance, rethink some things, try a different approach, right? Come in with that Knight of Cups. They're going to try a different approach. They're going to be more sort of sincere, be more emotional, be more romantic as it goes. They're very worried that you're going to react poorly to it, though. So be aware of that, though. Yeah, they think you're going to react poorly to it, but, you know, that's it. Karima, you can change your question. And the final question, which was what? Which was, is he planning to put more effort in this connection? That's the one you want to change. Is that correct? Is that correct? Is he planning to put more effort? Let me know if that's the correct one that you want changed, and let me know what you want changed to. All right, let's hop over to Becca Boo on Crafty Lady. Crafty Lady wants to know. Becca's about to really leave a little bit of a general happening over there. All right, let's make it happen. I don't know. You know, for one finale, one last reading with this pain in the ass deck. I don't know. One last reading. You know, we'll go ahead and take the cards off the top because F it. Taking cards in the middle of this one is a big pain in the booty. Is quite the pain in the booty is what I'm saying. All right? Quite the pain in the booty. All right, let's see. So we took cards off the top. We don't want to damage the deck. We want to keep it pristine because you're going to get it. So, yeah, keep it pristine. Can I have a general, please? Oh, man. Cat deck or the new Cappy deck? You know, there you go. Empress. You know, the Empress over here. Oh, man. A level of beautiful emotional relationship connection. Beautiful emotional relationship connection is still here. Is there. And I think it's sort of growing. I think there's some nuances. I think there's some nice things happening in that connection that you really appreciated, right? That you really appreciate. I think that's going to be something wonderful that you really enjoy with that. The Hierophant, there's some legal issues coming. I think we got some legal issues coming with that as well. So I would look for legal issues in the next 3 months. Something either that's already been pending, something that's maybe you thought went away, something new. I think something's coming up in the next 3 months as far as legal things, as far as rooting around with that. The Ten of Ink. I do think a work situation changes quite dramatically. It's like there was a twist or there was a difference or there was something going on. And, oh man, there's a work situation that's going to take a turn for the weird or take a turn in a different direction than what you had expected. And you're kind of expected to just sort of roll with it. So if you can roll with it, that's going to be okay. If you can't roll with it, you're going to have to figure out how to do that. But you know, that's it. That's it as far as that goes. All right, and this Crafty Ladies. We'll put this aside for Crafty Lady. We'll wrap this thing up, and we will tell Crafty Lady what the hell we paid for this and get rid of it. All right, there we go. Other than a stray cat hair or something, I think it's pristine as the day that I picked it up. It's pristine as the day that I picked it up. Now, Becca Boo donated basically 90% of 90% of a paycheck over here with the two donations. Thank you, Becca Boo. I appreciate that. The beautiful UVT is next. Let's see what the UVT wants to know. Becca sponsored me. I want the deck I asked the name of for my reading. All right, so you have a reading, but I have no idea what your reading is for. Mine is also a general. All right. When you say you wanted the reading with the deck that you asked the name of, I assume that's this one. Because that's really a that's kind of a guessing. That's kind of a guessing thing with that. Sticker shock for the, I don't know, how much did the damn thing cost me? I don't know, we can look it up. That's called the literary tarot, right? The literary tarot. Let's see. Brink literary project shipping confirmed. So I paid $20 to have it shipped to me. And project update, literary tarot, project update, the literary tarot. So I paid $45 for the deck and $20 to ship, so $65. $65. That is what I paid for that deck. And I mean, it's worth it. I pay $60 for mini decks, so it's worth it. But yeah, $65. All right. Mine is also a general. Maria, thank you for your donation. I will get you on Wednesday. Donations are cut off. Maria, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you. Not a problem. Let me know what your question is. Your question is there. I will get you on Wednesday. You're first on the list. General. 7 of Wands. You're being very defensive against something that's in your life that you have to deal with, that you have to look at, that you need to appreciate, that you need to chase. That's something that just happens, right? You're being very defensive over here with this 7 of Wands. You definitely need to get started on something, on anything. I think you're sort of stalled out on a variety of ideas, a variety of incentives, a variety of exciting things, and you just haven't done a lot. And I think that's kind of bothering you at some point. So getting started on that, getting moving on that, whether it be streaming, journaling, unboxing, making videos, whatever you're doing, you definitely want to make it happen, right? Definitely want to make it move. The Magician says that writing is going to be very important, especially in the next 3-4 months. So you definitely want to focus on journaling, on writing. If you've been thinking about making a book, you definitely want to get started on that. Even if you can just make a few pages a day or an outline, get a chapter done a week or something, you definitely want to start on the big project that you've been waiting on, which looks like possibly a book. The 9 as well, be careful with friends. I do think you have a friend that wants to overreach and ask a little bit too much. Just be careful in that regard, and I think that's coming as well in the near future. There we go. We got 2 good generals in the mix as far as it goes. Let's go ahead and do an and. We got a few ands. in the list. We do like the grape juice edition. Hopefully Ann likes the grape juice edition as well. We'll see. But yeah, let's see where this is going to take us and where this is going to go. Why does this look like it's underexposed? All of a sudden, this looks underexposed. I don't know why. It looks a little dark. Maybe my eyes are going to go out. Maybe cancer is taking my eyesight. I don't know. We'll see here. Let's see. Let's go to camera. Let's go to configure video. Let's up the saturation, which will also up the brightness. Let's up the contrast, which will up the brightness a little more as well. Maybe it's just an autocorrect or something. That looks much better. Wow, that looks much better. All right. Jay was acting weird when his friend confronting him about if he had feelings towards me. What I need to know? He should have just leave it be. Leave it be. You got this hermit, this level of jealousy, like they feel alone. They don't feel like they're part of the group. They don't feel like things are on the same page. And they just, they're just sort of upset with that. They're just upset as far as how it goes. You got the 6 of Cups as well. They feel like that that if J is going to be a good connection with you, then you're not going to pay attention to them anymore. There's some fear involved here, right? Knight of Pentacles. I put a lot of effort in this connection. This is a good connection. The Emperor feels like if you have feelings for J, then it's going to be something that's out of my control, and now I'm alone. So there's like a jealousy and a fear that's sort of overcoming them, and that's kind of in the mix as far as why that's sort of happening. But yeah, you do have some sort of a bad feelings with that. Should I continue to be friends with J, or should I kind of be like, yeah, F it? Should I be like, no more J, let's move on to K. Let's move on to K. That could be it. That could be it indeed. Two of Pentacles, and the Death card. Basically, yes, but be ready for some changes. If you're ready for this to be a fluid connection and this to be different based upon minute by minute, I think you'll be ready and good to go. If you think this is something have some level of permanence to where, I need everything, every piece of this, no. So be ready for fluid, riding the waves. Be ready for some changes within the context of this, and then it'll be okay. But I don't think you should dump them, right? I think you're just over concerned about it. Ride the waves. You got changes coming, and that's going to be something that, it's all right. It's all right. Anyway, all right. Let's look at the next one. We got a Samantha double shot. Wants to know anything good coming my way. And Anne wants to know anything good coming my way. Let's do them both at the same time if we're going to have some good times. If we're going to have a party up in chat, you know what we're going to use? We're going to use my cards, the Waterfall Tarot. If you don't have the Waterfall Tarot, you should get it because I got plenty left. Yeah, I think I got 25 left, and then they're gone forever. I'm probably going to keep 5 just for my own use. But other than that, they're gone forever after these are sold out. Anyway, I ordered like 500 of these. I shouldn't have ordered 500 of these things. I'm only going to order 250 of the Tasty Tarot. And then that's going to be the end of the Tasty Tarot. But yeah, anyway, anything good coming my way? Ace of Pentacles, new things happening, new adventures, new things on the horizon. I think that's going to be good, right? That is going to be great. Ace of Pentacles said this is something we've been waiting for. It's almost like something you've been expecting, been excited about, you've been anticipating is on the horizon, and that's something that you can indeed make happen. You're talking about a good relationship as well, headed your direction with that, lovers. You got the Page of Pentacles. As far as the opportunities, as far as the big things happening, don't try to conquer it all at once. Take it step by step. This is something that trying to conquer it all at once because you can, because you feel like this is something I could do, definitely works to your disadvantage as far as it goes. How about Kate Lynn, like living in my home? Let's see if Kate Lynn enjoys it. Are they appreciate it? Or are they going to be ready for that adventure called living over there with you? We'll see. We'll see if they like it or not. I don't know. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they're having a good time with all the doggy action over there. Maybe not. You never know. Maybe the doggy's a little too much partier. The doggy's up till 3 a.m. You got too much party going on. How will Caitlin like it? King of Cups says there's a good emotional resonance. They definitely connect to you very quickly. They connect you very quickly in a very sort of a good way, and I think that's a fantastic thing. 3 of Pentacles. I think that you need to prepare a lot of scratching posts. Absolutely. I think this is a scratcher. This is somebody who is going to decimate furniture quickly. So if you got good scratching posts, if you got some good nail clippers, I think a combo of that is going to be your friend, right? You want a couple of extras of these things as well. I think that they like the ones that lay down that you can sort of dig into. I think they like those as well. So get a little bit of a mix and see what they like in the overall. High Priestess just say this is a learning experience and expansion over here. So yeah, just realize that that's going to take a little bit of time, but overall you got some good emotions, some good feels, some good directions as far as that goes there. So looking good with that. We got Cinderella. We're doing Cinderella's second question next. Let's see. We want a little bit of an Ellen Dugan action over here. We can get that done. We could get that done indeed. So, there we go. All right. What will summer bring? What kind of Cinderella summer do we got going on over here? We need some summer action. We need some summer intensity over there on the Cinderella side. Are we going to get it? Ten of Swords. Summer feels like a time to free up from a lot of the old thoughts, a lot of the old perspectives, a lot of the old ways that ain't working. Again, it's time to free up from the fall, free up from the winter. It's time to take a fresh breath of air and definitely embrace the new, right? The Ten of Swords. I don't want to drag anything into summer. I want to be free, fluid, and make it happen. Get some good stuff going on. Knight of Wands says we definitely want to get out and get some adventures going. I don't think there has been a lot of adventures lately. We definitely want to catch up to that, and that's going to be an exciting thing that you can look forward to, because the King of Cups said there's some emotional resonance, some emotional good feels that are going to be here as well, and I think that's going to be something that the summer sort of drags in that you're excited about as far as this goes. All right, so Marie is going to be on Wednesday. Let's do one more Karima. All right, so Karima, we got to go through chat and figure out the Karima change here. Let's see. I want to change the one that says, what is he not liking about me? All right, I want to ask when he will start to drop the guard. So let's find the one where liking about me, he's been thinking about me, possibly move, hot and cold stop. Is he planning to put more effort into this connection? What does he feels missing? What does he feels missing? So here's one. What is he not liking about me? Is he planning to put more effort in the connection, or has he been thinking about wanting to possibly move in and marry me with a hot and cold stop? So I assume that this one is the one that is going to be not working. It's going to be not working. All right, so let's do this. So the new question is going to be, I want to ask, when we'll stop to drop the guard? All right, when are we going to drop the guard? When are we going to lower that? When are we going to make this not as sort of intense, not as kind of in there, right? That's kind of there. Soha, thank you for your very generous donation. I greatly appreciate you. What I think I'll do, Marie and Soha, I'll do your readings tomorrow in a separate video. Soha, you paid quite a bit of money, so very much. Thank you so much. Soha, I'm going to make you a dedicated video tomorrow with your reading. Dedicated video tomorrow with your reading. All right? Anyway, thank you very much for your donation. I apologize that it's going to be a little bit of a 12-hour wait to get the answer, but yeah. The one about something missing. All right, so did we mark that one? Did we mark that one? Is there something possibly? Okay, so we did mark the correct one over here. All right, so the new question is, when will he start to drop the guard? When will we get the guard dropped? You know, I give you an exact date. I think August 3rd. Something about August 3rd. Something's happening. Something that first week of August where we get the Empress, where you get a lot of things you've been waiting for. You get a lot of things you've been excited about. It's almost like that guard is dropped. The guard is completed. This is not something that is intense that they usually had or that they had before. King of Wands, right? They're ready to make some fiery action. They're ready to make some moves finally, and they drop the guard. They complete it. They Ten of Swords it. I think that's going to be it, right? I think that is going to be it. That Nine of Wands as well just kind of says that guard is now dropped. They're ready to go that. So you wanted to keep the first question of that, but you wanted to lose the last question of that. All right. So let's see. The first question is he planning to put more effort into the connection? All right. Is he planning to put more effort into this connection? Is this going to be something that they're willing to do? Is the effort going to be through here? No. I think they're going to ride it out. I think they're done putting a lot of effort into this right now. That's why you're seeing this hot and cold. They're done putting a lot of this intensity. They're done putting a lot of this fiery action, a lot of this effort in there.
And you're going to see a little bit of recoil from them, or a little bit of change in how they sort of treat things, right? That 10 of Cups, I like the way it is. I appreciate how things are going. Happy home, happy family. But I ain't doing a whole lot. I'm just letting the star guide me. I'm just letting this thing be guided the way that it goes. So I'm going to say that they don't put a lot of effort. They don't like just suddenly put a ton of effort into this connection at all. I don't think that they do as far as that goes. Entertainment purposes only, but but of course, I'm the greatest tarot reader ever, but entertainment purposes only.
T.O. is the best tarot reader.
But yeah,
ever.
there's that. All right, let's use a little Ciro Marchetti. Oh, it has been a minute since Ciro Marchetti has been on the table. And we need Ciro right now for anything good coming soon. That 10 into that king. I'm finally able to get this project done. I'm finally able to make something. It's almost like a lot of the a lot of the hesitation, a lot of the doubts, a lot of the things are you doing, right? All the things are you doing. So that's going to be good. That's going to be good. Isn't asking about the thing moving in. I still want to know. That's a different question. That is another question coming up. Thinking about moving in, well, hot and cold stuff. There we go. Anyway, anything good coming soon? Yeah, the hesitation. It feels like a lot of the things that have been blocking you just relieve or just stop, and you're ready to roll. You're ready to rock it. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of progress made in a very short period of time as far as that goes, right? We sort of have that winged movement, that winged ideas. All of the ideas just surge in for future projects, current projects. A lot of this stuff gets moved in and gets rocking and rolling as far as that goes. But yes, you have a lot of good stuff there. All right. We have the next one over there. Reading to motivate me. I want to work on this project. All right. Basically, you want a level of motivation. Where's it going to come from? What kind of things are we going to be excited about with this? I don't know. You got a little bit of the emperor there. The motivation. You're in command of this. Here's what I think. Sometimes you have this like this. I want somebody else to pick it up and run with it. I want to see some idea that I've never seen before, that I'm excited, passionate about. I want to move past. I think that's going to be excellent, right? But you just feel like that you don't have that level of control. You need to understand that you are completely in control of this. Nobody's really going to sort of provide you a lot of that. You're going to have to pick it up and run with it, right? You're going to have to look in the distance and make future plans. A lot of this is sort of you're looking too far into the past. Looking into the future is going to be a lot better for you in the long run. Because looking at the future gives you new ideas, new innovations. Looking at the past just rehashes old stuff that either worked, it didn't work, whatever. You definitely sort of looking into the future gives you a lot better perspective, and that's kind of what you need and where you need it right now as far as this goes. All right, let's see. Where will I work when I live in New Mexico? Where will you work? You want a specific company name or something? I don't know. When you live in New Mexico, where will I work? I think you work in the medical field. Wow. Yeah. Medical field. Definitely with that, right? You got that page, got that Pisces action going on over there. I don't know if you're ready for all of that, but yeah, you have that Pisces action. I think you'll be working in the medical field. You're going to be having people that are, dependent upon you. You're going to be having people that are asking you for things. And I think that's where you are going to be. I really think that's going to be it, right? You have that level of success in the medical field as well. So that's why I think it is. I think that you are headed into that direction and all of that other good stuff. So let's do another reading. We got Cinderella. We got Becca Boo up in the queue. We got Mina is next, though. My little sis received good news from a specialist. Entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV, but I do enjoy playing doctor in real life. But that's nobody's concern but mine. But the Five of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. You do have some good news indeed. That Ace of Pentacles, that Five of Swords, right? There is something that needs to be done. There's something that needs to happen, and they schedule that. They're willing to do that. So something needs to be happening, but it hasn't been happening. Nobody's scheduling, but now it's scheduled. Now you have that Nine of Pentacles. We're looking at this thing. It's going to be fixed. It's going to be addressed. You have a level of excitement, a level of just straight to the point here with this. I think we got some good news in the mix. We got some good news in the mix indeed. All right, let's do Cinderella is next. Speaking of Chiara Marchetti, I guess we'll get that back on the table. Let's see where this is going to go with that. Well, we got a big long list of this. Let's chop it up into parts. Let's chop it up into parts. All right, let's copy the whole thing. And let's see. Let's eliminate Chiara Marchetti. Let's see. Let's remove the comment and that. And let's see. Let's see. Where the universe wants to keep me single. All right. So we're gonna. There we go. All right. We broke it up. We broke it up into pieces. Part one. How long before I meet my future husband, lifelong partner for my taste? Let's see what's going on. And why is the universe holding back partners? Why don't the universe just release all of the good stuff with that? You know, I think you're on the path that you need to be on. You're on the path that you need to be on here. And I think the path is really going to be sometime maybe October, sometime maybe November-ish. I think you have kind of an end of year possibility meeting somebody. I do think they have a kind of a trash relationship before you get into that realm, but you do have that Queen of Cups, the passion, the beautiful connection, the good thing that you have been waiting for as well, right? You got a little bit of that movement with that 8, and that's something that where you're willing to move, you're willing to adjust, you're willing to make this happen, right? If you look at the 8 of Wands over here, the 8 of Wands corresponds, if you look at the Decan wheel, it corresponds to November. It corresponds to November. So again, looking at late October, November as far as this goes. And I think that's something that we have with the Decan wheel damn near accurate to the month, right? Damn near accurate to the month as far as that goes. But they're looking pretty good. So there is how long before you meet your partner. Thanks to the Decan wheel, we got you a definitive timeline with that. Now, we have that sort of that movement of this is something that needs to develop. This is something that needs to sort of be, you know, correspond to something that's going to be long term as far as that goes. Why does the universe want me to stay single? I don't think they just want you to stay single. I don't think you're single. I think you have opportunities. I think you have people out there that'll be willing to go and all that other stuff and, you know, all this other good stuff. But yeah, Karima, let me know. Karima, type both of your questions at once and we'll do that. Karima, I need both your questions. So type both of them at once for your new question and we'll do that. All right, let's see. But yeah, the Ace of Cups. It's a matter of going through life lessons that you need to learn because you can't just have everything handed to you. You can't just have everything perfect on the same page, right? You have to sort of go through a period of time or go through some challenges so that you appreciate something at the end. And sort of teaching you patience and all this other good stuff. So if you have everything immediately handed to you, if you didn't have challenges as far as relationships were concerned, you really wouldn't learn anything. You wouldn't really have any of the karmic experiences that you have been having with that. But the ace is good, right? The ace is good indeed. So there we go. All right. Anyway, that queen just talks about something that needs to be stable. You've dealt with instability and it's time to find something stable. And I think that's time for something good to come across with that. But that 5, right? That 5, that level of conflict needs to be there so that we learn, that we expand. And I think that's going to be it. But that's it. Right? Just have that patience. Have that patience, and I think you're going to be all right. Anyway, many painful lessons already. I mean, tell me about it. Tell me about it. But yeah. Anyway, all right. Let's see. So the Karima question is: keep the one thinking moving in. Okay, so we got moving in. Remove the hot and cold. You think of me eventually get it together. Okay, all right. So I know what you're going for. So let's do that right now with the last Karima reads, and then we go for a Becca Boo on that. So the Karima read, move. Okay, thinking possibly. All right. So we're deleting the other one. All right, so question one on the last Karima read will be, what do we want to use? What do I want to use? I want to use, I don't know, we got this hot and cold kind of thing. I want to kind of use the little Buddha tarot. I think the little Buddha tarot will be interesting indeed. All right, but yeah, let's look at this. So the first question is, have you thinking about possibly moving in or marrying me? Six of Swords. This is something they've been putting off. I think they've been thinking about it, but they have indeed been putting it off. They've been throwing it aside. They've been throwing it out there, right? You know, that Four of Cups, not something they want to do immediately because they already have a marriage. And if that one sort of fails, they want at least some time off. They want to, you know, have a perspective. They definitely want to understand the consequences. They want to make sure that the next one works. They don't want to hop from one to one to one to one. So there's something, Six of Swords, something for long-term use with that. High Priestess as well. They want to make sure that they know all the nuances. They know everything about you, what it's like to live with you, what it's like to be with you long-term kind of thing. They want to make sure they don't get another Queen of Swords over there where things just aren't functioning, things aren't working out the way that they would like it. So that's going to be a yes, but with stipulations, right? A little bit of the stipulations as it goes. And the last Karima read, and then we go to the last Becca Boo read, is, let's see, we got to click on this. Let's see, keep the one, I got that. I'd like to move the hot and cold one, and we're going to ask this one. So the last Karima read is, does he think of me and him eventually being together and marrying and getting everything done for good? Kind of a little bit of a piece of that, right? A little bit of a piece of that. And let's see with that. So we have kind of a sneak preview as far as, yeah, but I want to make sure things are going to work. They definitely want to be in control if they're going to make this move. They definitely don't want it to be up in the air. They want a level of control. And again, they're afraid of being alone, and they're afraid of having two failed in a row. Everything didn't work. Everything wasn't there. Are we willing to chase it? Absolutely. We got the Ace of Wands with the fiery aspect in there, but there's some legal ramifications that need to be thought of. There's some legal things that need to be looked at as far as being together for good, getting into a legal contract together known as marriage, and all this other stuff as well. I do think you could have quite a possibility of living together for a long time before we actually get into sort of that legal thing as far as it goes. But yeah, I do think that that's something possible. I think that's something good as well. That is something good as well. The last one is Becca Boo is in the list. So let's look at some BB on the last one. Tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. In reality, that's just a day away. It's just a day away. So, you know, there you go. Journey has me on the TV. Let's listen to your mom.
T.O. is the best tarot reader ever.
See, you gotta listen to your mom, Journey. Your mom says I'm the best tarot reader ever. You need to understand that I'm the best tarot reader ever. Your mom doesn't lie. You have to trust mom. All right, let's see what tomorrow brings. There's always tomorrow. It is just a day away, you know, and the perspectives of all this. But yeah. All right, let's see where this is gonna be. Tomorrow, Wheel of Fortune, same shit as you know, it's kind of the same as always, same stuff that we have been. You're worried about a lot of different things, too many things. You have to stop worrying and start living at some point. I think there's a level of just over concern that is sort of embracing you right now. You're letting the devil in. You're letting a lot of thoughts in that aren't really conducive to sort of happiness, conducive to that. You definitely need to work on relaxation. You need to work on on positive thoughts. You need to work on meditation. You need to get kind of control of your thoughts, because I think you have a lot of thoughts going around, a lot of thoughts going through that you need to sort of address with that. You also need to address kind of this level of negative reinforcement that you're getting. It almost feels like you have a negative thought. Somebody reinforces it, somebody else reinforces it, somebody else reinforces it, and it just kind of blows up and blossoms into this Five of Pentacles, where you're living in kind of this negative atmosphere, negative mode. You definitely want to avoid that trap as well. Hangman says look at things from a different perspective and try to control what you can, and I think that's going to be something that definitely sort of flows through in this instance. Overall, tomorrow, don't do the norm. Do something unexpected. Do something different. Do something fun. Do something where you can embrace life. You can embrace everything. And I think that's going to be it, right? I think that is going to be it. And that is it from me. Thank you for joining me. We will see you Wednesday again. I'm off 4th of July. I'm going to go stare at some fireworks.